Hi guys, Keith with Arkenberg Farms. It is last week of June, getting ready to go in July here, and it has been dry out here. I mean, kind of looking around me, ground's starting to crack out. We've had in the past month literally enough moisture to make more little speckled dust on the ground, but been real busy on the farm. I haven't had a chance to show you the project I've been working on quite a bit. If you can't tell, still kind of limping a little bit, but I'm doing a whole lot better. But this has been my build out that I've been working on, trying to get it refined out. So I'm going to take you through the door I promised you, show you what's on the inside. So what I got here on the inside is my ultimate microgreen setup. It's actually a fairly small space. It's kind of hard to get very many views around here. Basically, it's my old walk-in cooler. See old window unit with my CoolBot there. CoolBot's still on the wall, so if I ever need to turn this back into a walk-in, I can really quickly. The space is only, let's see, these are 4-foot panels, 4 foot. I got an elbow out of it here, another 4 foot, and then I got 8 foot over here, and then 8 foot over here. I also have a piece of geofoam underneath me on the floor with subfloor, so I've got, I don't know, I think I got 6 inches of foam underneath me, and then a piece of subfloor, which I've got those old sticky tiles on. Roof. Just more walk-in panels. I got 2 of them up top. And if you're wondering why I've got this little elbow out of the room here, because there's a window air conditioner in the old pack shed, which is now the office. And it was inside of here when I built the thing. I didn't have time to move it over to the other side. So I ended up with a little bit smaller room. But not a big deal. But I mean, pretty simple in here. I've got workbench, which is right at my work height, so it's perfect for working on. I've got shelf up top for storage, got my seeds up here, got a grinder that I grind down my fertilizer with, harvest knife. This is one bad mamma jamma. I really suggest getting one of these. It is ceramic, so supposedly it makes microgreens last longer, but either way it is sharper and sharp. Then behind me, got my grow rack where I got my microgreens on. So let me walk you through the process real quick. I can't really shine that way too much because it does some weird, there it goes. Weird, yeah, light, dark stuff. But let me walk you through the process real quick. So to start with, I got my soil storage. Soil I'm using, I've actually found using bag mix is best because I don't have to break down the bales, and the amount of microgreens I'm doing right now, it's not worth my time, honestly. I mean, for the amount of time it takes me to break down bales for basically what's sitting behind me, it's not worth it. I just pack it into small little, here's a 30-gallon trash can. One bag fits in there very nicely. Got my utilities in here, utilities, trash can, paper towels which you can go in a holder. I've got scales to check yields with. I've also got dustpan and broom, and water bucket, of course. Let me take you outside where the rest of it goes. Now, like I said, that is the grow room. Unfortunately, it is not big enough to do all of it, so I still have to come outside. And here's my setup to do where I plant at. So I bring my bucket out, I set it right here on the side. That way I can reach right into it. Put my trays right here that I put seed into, or dirt into. My fertilizer, sprinkle in the trays, put the dirt like usual. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the SOP Microgreen sunflower shoot video I have. You can search it in the channel or search YouTube. Over here, put my finished trays over here. and then the empty trays here. So I go empty tray, I put it over here, I fill it, pack it, bring it over. That way I don't have to move. So when this pile's empty, this pile's full. Now from here, the great thing about this, let me move the stuff off real quick. So since I put this on the side of the old pack shed slash now office, I've actually just have held up by, that's a piece of electric fence wire actually. You get another chain like I have over here and just have it hooked to the wall, and then I can just very easily do, and now it is 100% out of my way. Now from here, it's a little bit more of a walk than I care to make, but it is what it is. It's where I water in them all of my microgreens. It's the old wash sink. When I very first started the farm, this is what we had. So I set my trays out here, water them all in, and then I spread my seed out. Now currently I'm just doing suns, peas, I got some radish here, and some broccoli, which these are all working great. Biggest thing I can tell you, I've had a horrible time with my sun shoots lately. They've been molding almost like instantly. I don't know why, how, what. They worked great all season, and all of a sudden just blam, like that. Did not work anymore. The only thing I have found is that if I take the seed and I fully submerge it when I do my first soak, I can hold the mold off long enough to where they'll sprout and start to come up, and then I can spray them with the hydrogen peroxide mixture to keep them from molding further and still get a yield out of it. But either way, it has just been a pain in the neck for the past couple weeks now. So after we do that, we'll stack the trays and we'll bring them in, and I'll show you. So next thing I do, stack my trays and bring them in. I also soak my seeds on the same shelf for the peas and the sun shoots. Works great. Down the bottom, actually when I cycle this thing, I've got a couple days off in between, so stuff just sits on the bottom. Next rack up, I'm currently using just to store my flats. So I've got deep ones, shallow ones, both holes. And I got bottom trays for each of them because I always water in the trays. Coming up here is where I've actually got the growing process going on. So as you can see, I've got a bunch of sun shoots here, which I'm finally getting to cooperate again. Very, very glad that those are working again. I got the, let me just turn you around here, easier. So, we got broccoli microgreens, which are looking great. Sun shoots, just did my first wipe on them. They'll be ready to harvest tomorrow. My radishes, gonna harvest them tomorrow as well. And then my peas, which are, let's see, it's Wednesday, Thursday. I'm gonna try to harvest them tomorrow. We'll see where we're at. We're kind of been doing a 3-day cycle. So we're back around. So, I mean, this basic setup, simple baker's rack. We got 3 lights on each level. They're just simple little cheap LEDs. I'll have a, well, I don't have a link. But if you go to arkenbergfarms.com, go down to the bottom, digital tools training. I got the whole entire, not walkthrough, but build out of this. And it tells you all the supplies I'm using in here, minus the flats, with the racks, the lights, everything else. On top of that, I've also got density calculators, the densities I'm using and other things, which are great to know. Great to help with, because you kind of got to dial them in, but you have to know somewhere to start. Got my light, it's on a timer. All these lights are on timers. I am currently running, it's about like 50-50. Heard a lot of 16.8s, but I didn't really see any benefit from doing that, so I've kind of kept it, I think I'm at 11, or I'm at 13 hours on. Yeah, 13 hours off. Oh, I have come on 10. And the greatest thing of all about being in a room like this is I've got dry erase markers, a gigantic whiteboard all the way around me. So this is where I've been recording all of my numbers. So I can see, like, oh, let's go to sun shoots. Let's see, I was getting a really good yield. And then I come down here, and all of a sudden, no, I got half the yield. What happened? I don't know, still can't figure it out. Same thing over here, I can track what I'm doing. Number of trays, I can track my game plan of how to plant stuff and when to plant stuff, when to harvest. I got some trials I've been working on. Also, keeping track of different time logs. So, I mean, it comes really good in here. The only other thing you need to discuss in here is atmospheric controls. I mean, you can do a room in your house like this, but the biggest problem is these lights actually put off quite a bit of heat. So somehow you have to get rid of it. Also, they put off a lot of moisture in the room. I also have a little temperature humidity gauge. Just turn you around this way, so I can track what the temperature and humidity are in here. Which it looks like that is backwards. I hope that is forwards in the video. If not, I'll know everything's backwards. But that's besides the point. So, window air conditioner, keep it 68 in here. That seems to be the best temperature. Germinate everything in the walk-in or the germination chamber at that temperature. Best for keeping mold down by having a lower temperature. I know stuff will grow a little faster with warmer temperatures, but this seems to work best for me. Humidifier. Got this off Amazon. I think it was like 70 bucks or dehumidifier. Don't get the smaller one. This one's barely enough to do this room, which is all of 24 and 16, 40 square feet-ish, and it has trouble keeping up. I just have it draining directly into my water bucket. I do bring all my water in and let it sit in there. That way, when I use it, it has less chlorine in it. And I just have a cup that I dip out of and then just pour over them to water. Just one of these once a day. Also have my sanitizer in here. I'm mixing my own Sanday. Like I said, soil back there in the corner, which is no longer really being used, is just let's see if I can get you over there. There we are. Heater, Inkbird. That was at the very beginning of the season to keep it warm in here. So I was trying to fluctuate in between spring temperatures, down low, up high. I didn't want to fluctuate in here, so I had one taking over the other. The only other thing I've really got here is, I mean, up top, got my nice little containers. Keep my seeds in. Down below, I also have airtight containers because originally I was worried about too much moisture in this room. So in the clear one here, I've got all my bag seeds, which are all the small seeds, broccolis and radishes. But in these lower totes, I actually have my bulk seed. So like this one's all sunflower. 22-pound bag fits in here perfectly. It's a 12 by 16 container, roughly 12 inches tall. I don't know how many gallons or liters or what that is, but that's what they are. Cheap little Sterilite containers. I think I got them at Menards. I did have to paint them because I did not want all that seed exposed to the light. Long-term light exposure can damage seeds. I'm not sure how bad, but I know it will. So that's why I kept them in these painted containers. So I got peas and sunflowers and the rest in here. All in all, it's a pretty simple build. I mean, there's not too much to it. I also do have one more light on the ceiling with the thumb control. That way when I'm working in here and actually cutting stuff, I can turn it on and then I have a better light in front of me. I also do all my harvesting right here. I harvest out, put my tray on the scale. That way I know how many ounces I'm getting per tray. I can continue to track that and keep really, really good records of that, so I know what's going on. So if something goes wrong, I know. Because I'm trying to do the exact amount I need a week without doing extra. Because I don't want to do extra if I don't have to, because I know we can't sell them. If that makes any sense. So, I don't know. Hope y'all like what you saw today. It's been a work in progress. Great fun. I really like the room. Try to get back to as far as possible so you can see as much as possible. I mean, it's pretty awesome. So, I'd suggest if you could find old walk-in panels like I have on the walls here, build one out of it. These are actually the fiberglass bad insulation. This is even real good walk-in foam panels. They're old, but it works great. Small shed, insulated, same thing. So, hope y'all liked what you saw here today. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all. Have a good day. And if you want to learn more about this and other projects, and also see some of the spreadsheets I'm using as well, go over to arkenbergfarms.com. Scroll down the bottom, digital tools and training. Check it out. We got all kinds of cool stuff in there. We got spreadsheets, Working on getting some videos in there, other exclusive content, a couple build outs. So go ahead, check it out. Thank y'all.